and welcome to today's story, Stories with Sam. Today we're going to read The River by Tom Percival. I love the illustrations of this story, super beautiful. So this is little Rowan, can you see him? Rowan sat beneath his favourite tree, looking out at the hills which encircled his home like a hug. Rowan loved everything about this place, but most of all, he loved... What do you love about home? I love the cosy feeling of my home. The river! Wow, look at that beautiful river. Can you see it flowing all the way through? I've got a river where I live too. I actually walked my dogs there today and I saw a heron and 2 swans. Look, what can you see here? Some cows, some reeds. Sometimes the river could be quiet and calm, just like Rowan. Sometimes the river could be light and playful, just like Rowan. And sometimes, just sometimes, the river roared past, wild and angry, just like Rowan. But neither of them stayed angry for long. See how it's gently swaying now? One year, there was a very cruel winter. Rowan felt as cold and alone as the moon. Wind whipped past, snow fell in flurries, and ever so slowly, the river began to freeze. Look, it's really cold there, isn't it? Look how the illustrations change. I wonder why. Rowan's parents tried to cheer him up with kind words and hugs, and it almost worked, but not enough to thaw the frozen river. Rowan tried to think of happier times, but it all just felt so hard. And so the time passed. Spring blustered in, flowers popped up in the fields, but still the river stayed frozen. Summer blossomed and birds sang in the clear blue skies, but still the river stayed frozen. Look, he's feeling sad. I wonder why he's feeling sad. And I wonder why his mummy and daddy's kind words didn't help him. And then, just as the autumn was approaching and the leaves were beginning to curl, something remarkable happened. Rowan heard a rustling in the undergrowth. I wonder what he heard. I wonder what could be under there. A squirrel, maybe? An injured bird. It was tangled up in the branches. Look, it looks like a blue tit, doesn't it? Softly, gently, Rowan picked up the bird and he hurried home. He fed the bird and cared for its wounds. Look, that's really kind, isn't it? He's carrying it very gently and he's looking after it. I wonder how Rowan's going to feel now. The next day, the bird seemed a little better. Rowan smiled, and outside on the frozen river, tiny droplets of water appeared. And by the end of the week, the bird was looking a lot better. Rowan grinned, and his eyes lit up. What does that mean if his eyes lit up? Beneath the ice, the river began to stir. It wasn't long before Rowan took the bird outside to set it free. Carefully, he opened the box, and in a flurry of excitement, the bird flew out. Rowan laughed as the bird soared high into the sky. Whole chunks of ice broke free on the river. It does look very happy, and he's helped it, hasn't he? The bird circled around and landed on a nearby branch. Rowan looked at the bird, and the bird looked at Rowan. Rowan took a step. The bird took a hop. Rowan walked on and the bird flew alongside. Rowan ran and the bird kept up, following wherever he went. Looks beautiful now. The illustrations are beautiful, aren't they? How do you think he's feeling now? He looks very happy, doesn't he? He's very pleased that he helped the bird. Look at all the beautiful flowers in the garden. Rowan didn't even notice as the final pieces of the ice melted and the warm river flowed freely once more. See how beautiful it is, flowing all the way down. Over the years, Rowan came to realise that he could be just like the river. Happy and light, slow and sad, wild and angry, and everything in between. All the different things that happened to him. But one thing was certain. The river was always changing, just like Rowan. What do you think of that story? Do you think you're a little bit like Rowan? Do you think you're always changing, like the river? I think I do. Sometimes I feel happy, sometimes I feel sad, sometimes I feel angry, and everything in between. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Okay, bye-bye for now.